Hey everyone, Decent Eddie here. It's Saturday, June 7th, 2025. My NBA confident picks are hitting at 81% this season, and my WNBA picks are at 80%. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for daily picks before tip-off on the day of the game. And remember, always check matchup news and injury reports on the day. Data only tells you part of the story. My goal is to help you make more informed... Ooh, I hit it. Oh my gosh. So my goal here is to help you make more informed and statistically grounded decisions. While my data set focuses on moneyline picks, my analysis can be useful for spread and over-under bets. Let's go ahead and get going with today and tonight's games. It's Aces versus Valkyries. Up first, Aces get a Decent Eddie confident pick with a 3.25 differential, equating to a 76% chance to win by my data. Sportsbooks have Aces as 12.5 point favorites and are giving them a 90% chance to win here. This is their first meeting of the season, and the Aces are coming off a road win. Valkyries just took another loss. The Aces are having a solid season despite being on the road a lot. Their offense is pretty good, scoring a healthy amount of points and being effective from three-point range. Their defense is also pretty good, limiting opponents' scoring and forcing turnovers on the regular. They rely on their dominant posts and multiple offensive threats. The Valkyrie are still showing signs of struggling as an expansion team, as expansion teams do. There are only two metrics in my data set where they're in the top half of the league, and even then, only just barely. They're ineffective shooting. They give the ball away a lot. They haven't really gelled as a team. Defensively, they're weak. They lack a strong presence inside to match up with dominant post players. The Aces, with their strong inside game and overall talent, are going to present a tough challenge here for the Valkyries. The Valkyries have shown flashes of goodness, but this looks like a difficult matchup for them, especially with the Aces being accustomed to being on the road and playing well. The Aces are definitely the more experienced and talented team here. I have to take the Aces on the money line because my data says so. I'm also going to be taking the under here. Next, it's Fever versus Sky. Fever get a danger pick with a pretty slim 0.916 differential and a 53% chance to win by my data. The books have Fever as 3-point favorites, and their data shows a 63% chance to win. Books like Fever more than I do. It happens, you know. The Fever are looking to string together victories after snapping a losing streak with a win against the Mystics. They're still without their big star player, Caitlin, but they've taken advantage of a rule that allows them to use temporary hardship contracts to help them find some offensive rhythm, and they've done that, looks like. The Fever's offense is good at scoring, and their shooting is solid. They boast a really good perimeter defense. They're effectively limiting opponent three-point shooting. The Sky started with a string of losses, but have managed to grab a couple wins. Offensively, they're okay, and they have a decent presence on the boards. Their defense is a little bit of a problem, though. They're not good at limiting opponent scoring, especially from deep. Plus, they're a little banged up, too, which that could hurt them, right? Given the Fever's recent offensive adjustments and the Sky's continued defensive struggles, this could be a high-scoring game. So expect the Fever to try and exploit the defensive weaknesses of the Sky. I'm taking the Fever on the money line because my data says so. Even with Clark out, when you have a team that can score, playing a team that has a pretty weak defense, who also have a decent offense, too, a lot of points are possible. So I'm going to take the over. Fever may also be able to cover, but you really ought to read for yourself on that one to find out how you feel about it, because I don't know how I feel about it yet. All right, last game. Storm versus Mercury. Mercury get a danger pick here with a 0.816 differential and a 53% chance to win by my data. The books have the Storm as favorites. Books and I disagree, and the Storm are the ones they want, and that's okay. It's cool. They give the Storm a 73% chance to win. You'll want to read on this for yourself, though. You got to find out how you feel, especially if there's a disagreement between me and the Storm. Maybe, do your own thing. Take other, information into account and form your own opinion, right? That's what intelligent people do. The Storm have been a bit inconsistent, but they did just snap a 3-game losing streak with a solid win over Dallas. They showcased their ability to come back from deficits. That's what you want, and play good defense. They have strong scorers and are excellent at shooting from the field, especially inside the arc. And they're pretty decent from three-point range. They're also one of the best passing teams in the league, right? But they struggle on the boards, particularly on the offensive glass, right? And don't get the they don't get free throws that much, right? They don't get there that often, and that's part of the game too. You got to get to the free throw line, and then when you're there, you got to hit your shots. The Mercury are alternating wins and losses lately, but they've been playing some of the best basketball at home. Their offense scores a decent amount, and their 2-point shooting is pretty good, although their 3-point shooting really isn't top tier, but, whatever, it happens. Defensively, they are very strong. They limit opponent scoring and field goal percentages. They keep them down a little bit, especially from beyond the arc. They also force a good number of turnovers. Head-to-head this season, it's 1-1 between these two. The Mercury blew out the Storm at home in their first meeting, but the Storm got revenge in their home game by forcing a lot of turnovers. Given Mercury's strong defensive rating and their excellent scoring record at home, even against the Storm's offense, which is good, I can see why our data gives them a good chance. The Storm's rebounding struggles could hurt them against a physical Mercury team. So I like the Mercury and the points here. Mercury's defense at home seems to be the difference maker, I think. I'm taking Mercury on the money line because of my data, and it's pointing to them in that direction. But since Mercury is also the underdog and are getting the points, I'm taking that too. I'm also leaning towards the under. Find out for yourself how you feel. Quick recap, decent Eddie confident picks. We have one, and it's the Aces. We don't have any suboptimal picks, and danger money line picks. We have Fever and Mercury. 4 parlays. I like to include a confident pick or two in parlays. We have one. So if you include the Aces along with the second leg in between -400 and -450 odds, your win percentage is going to be around 61%. I will always be okay with up to a 3-leg parlay with odds ranging between 400, -400, and -450 odds. If you do that, your win percentage remains probably above 50%. Regardless of what you choose, I never recommend more than a 3-leg parlay due to the risks of combined probabilities. And remember, do not spend more than 10% of your bankroll in total across all your wagers in a day. Yesterday was a great example for me why you should always follow that rule. I didn't get a single pick yesterday. That happens too. I've had many 100% days, and the existence of 100% days mean that there are 0% days out there. It's just the way probabilities work. All right. I didn't get a single pick, and if I dumped everything into any one of those picks, I'd be starting the week from 0 today. And because I didn't, I am living to fight another day. Never chase losses, friends. Never. And if you need help with a gambling problem, check out my channel's description. So thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, tap the bell, get my picks before tip-off on the day of the game. Follow me on Instagram, Decent Eddie Picks. You can find me on Facebook, X, at Decent Eddie Picks, spelled P-I-X. You can see me on TikTok too. I'll post updated team grades, which I did just this morning. And if I have any last-minute thoughts or thoughts during the game, I'll post them there. But let's see what happens. This is Decent Eddie signing off. Have an awesome day.